hi everyone, this is going to be the quickest book review you have probably ever seen. I'm so sorry, or heard, because I stopped appearing in my own videos due to makeup and hair taking so fucking long. Anyway, I'm reviewing a book that is, I think we worked out, is 11 years old?
Sorry. Hello, I'm here by the way, I might mutter in the background.
Yeah, my partner's here, my husband, sorry. 2011, so 14 years I've had this book for, and I have to keep my promise to my mum that I've read it and I've decided to let it go. I will give it some credit because it has a very, very beautiful cover, and I do like the style of Rebecca Lim's writing style. Hers is very detailed, very well written. There wasn't much I felt like there wasn't enough tea and drama, so there was bits of the book where I was reading it and I was like really struggling with it, and then I just didn't want to pick it up for days on end, and then you'd get sort of like some good drama and stuff like that. So this book is basically a series. There's 5 books. This is book number 3. Book 1 and 2 I read when I was a teenager, and I no longer have those copies, hence why you will never get a review of book 1 and 2. I believe they have been discontinued, and I believe you can buy them off Amazon, but physical copies are very hard to get hold of. Bearing in mind I'm the first person who's probably doing this review for YouTube, but this is Muse. So this is basically a book about angels, but they're not, from my understanding, you have Mercy, where she's kind of put in different bodies as the angels kind of move her around, because there's like 8 angels, because they're trying to keep her away from this, like, I want to say evil kind of, yeah, type thing. So I've had to kind of gather some information off other people off Goodreads, but they've described it as like a paranormal. But basically Mercy got exiled and she's been put in a body of, I think it's Iran. I can't pronounce her name for the life of me, I'm not good with names, but basically she's a massive celebrity and she's done bad things in her past, like addiction and stuff, and she's a bit of a arsehole. But yeah, but Mercy basically, when she was in the previous body of, I think it was Carmen or something like that, she fell in love with a boy named Ryan and she wants to be with him again, but it's too dangerous for that to happen, so she ends up not wanting to meet him, but then he ends up coming down to kind of save her, and then they kind of fly off together, because all of a sudden she's got wings and she can be seen, even though the body she was inhabiting is kind of on the floor, and then the book ends off with Ryan being hurt. The book ended on a cliffhanger. I won't lie, it made me wanted to pick up the next book, but I was not ready to.
No, you hated it.
Okay, I complained. I complained for a whole month as I was reading this. This book is 354 pages and I complained for all of it.
354 fucking pages non-stop.
Yeah. The problem is it was really hard for me to grasp, because they were talking about angels like they didn't have rings, like they were... It was being described as like light and energy, and I can't grasp that for the life of me.
I thought that would be your cup of tea, to be fair. You're into that hippie shit.
Yeah, but when someone says to you, sorry, my partner's here and I'm trying to explain it. When someone says to me, oh, there's an angel, I picture like a human being with long hair and like massive wings on their back. But when this book, well, as I kept reading it, it kept going on about there's like internal like light, energy, particles, that kind of stuff, and I just could not for the life of me grasp it. And when one of the angels got killed, they then just shattered into particles. That is so hard for my brain to grasp. That is like fucking science. If your brain trying to grasp, like, I don't know, the edge of the universe or something. I just can't. And I think that's why I struggled so much to try and find a connection with this book, because it was just so hard to grasp it. But yeah, like I say, it's a short review. I can't give a lot. I really didn't want to review this, but then you were like, content is content and all that, and I was like, well, it's another book review. I've added it to my Goodreads. I've read books but not done a review on it, but the cover's really pretty and stuff. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Yeah, guess I have to leave it at that. If you like angels and kind of celebrity lifestyles, then this book would be for you, but other than that, yeah, it was just not my cup of tea. I don't want to sit there and say the author did a terrible job. The author. Sorry. I think personally her writing is really, really good and really beautiful, because her writing is very detailed. There's a lot of new words to me in my vocabulary that I didn't realise, but she just has a really unique writing style and the way she writes it, so I appreciate for that. But it's just, yeah, the particle thing just, it just wasn't for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave this. I felt really harsh. I gave it 2 stars on Goodreads, and I feel like I shouldn't have done. I should have done 3. But
You didn't like the book. You didn't like the book.
yeah.
I'm surprised it got to.
Anyway, thank you for watching. The next book should be a lot better, because I am actually enjoying the current book that I'm reading, so that should be a better review. Yeah, so we'll leave it back. Goodbye.